We are now moving into the leadership part of the purpose section of this workbook. Within this section, we're going to start unwrapping parts of your vision and your mission as a leadership team so that you can access those pieces of content and use it for leveraging in delivering your brand story as a part of your franchise marketing. So step one is fairly self-explanatory, but what are your core values of your company? You're going to list those out. The second part is you're going to describe your company mission. Hopefully you have one. If not, you're going to work backwards and make sure that you have a message there. And you can see there's only a few lines there, so keep it nice and tight. Then you're going to describe how you communicate your core values and your company mission to your franchisee candidates. Charles, where are the areas of opportunities for creating messaging and deploying it to this franchisee candidate base?
So franchisees are buying from other humans. They want to believe in your management team. They want to be part of a greater good, right? So there's everything you do in the franchise sales process subconsciously is being evaluated by your franchisee candidates. If you don't have diligence in your process, whether it's the timing, telegraphing the process, going through a framework, well, that is also going to imply that maybe as a franchisor, you don't have a good framework for success. So franchisees the process is as important as the substance, and in this section, really, this is a gut check, right? What are the core values of your company? You should have them. And if you don't, look, we're going to still go through this process. You'll answer these questions, but you're going to need to do a deeper dive. Two is, what's the company mission? And like Nick points out, it should be precise. And then describing how you communicate your core values and company mission to franchisee candidates. Well, getting to your question, Nick, part of your presentation should have your core values and mission. Your consumer website should have it. Your franchise development website should have it. And then getting to the fourth question, which is describe how you demonstrate your core values and mission to your franchisee candidates. So this needs to be a win-win situation and relationship. You need franchisees to demonstrate to you that they can align with your core values, that they'll share those core values. And in that diligence and that commitment, one, you're going to demonstrate how sincere you are, how genuine your brand is. Two, you may be rejecting franchisee candidates because they're not a good fit. So this is critical. Like, what are the steps you're doing to allow franchisee candidates to evaluate your core values, experience them, and then for you to evaluate whether or not they subscribe to the same values?
Some areas that you might want to look at, you can look at obviously at your website, initial calls, when an inquiry comes in, at what point are you communicating to them what your core values and mission is? Gut check could be asking your current franchisees if they understand what it is. And if they don't, there's an area of opportunity to communicate that over. So you have a bunch of different areas of opportunity to not only communicate it, but also demonstrate it throughout your sales process and to your existing franchisees. And the last part of this section is describing how your franchisee qualification, education, discovery, and conversion process demonstrates your core values and mission. This is another opportunity to look back at all of the touch points that you're given to the prospect and making sure that your message is being delivered across each of these areas. Charles?
Yeah. So as we go through this section, your answer may be one or two sentences. It may be we're not doing enough of it, or we have a ton of ways we're demonstrating our core values. Just imagine as you go through this exercise, what would videos on your website look like where you discuss your core values, franchisees describing how they're living core values? There's so many opportunities here. And naturally, we're going to work on this segment if it's a little light right now. But how are you demonstrating it? Maybe one thing, maybe many, but this is important.
This is the leadership part of the purpose section of this workbook.